This is tamarind. We will crack it by hand.
So I think there's a little bit of this sour-sweet dialogue going on. It's really delicious, actually.
Tamarind is technically a fruit that's native to Africa. So how did it end up in Macau? The spices, or fruits of Macau, make up a unique flavor profile, and today we'll be exploring the story of tamarind. Native to Africa's Sahel region and Madagascar, the tamarind tree was introduced to Asia through the Silk Trade. It was used in African, Byzantine, and Ayurvedic medicine, and later on helped treat scurvy in British sailors. When the Portuguese sailed east to establish maritime trade routes, the fruit was brought to Macau. So the journey of tamarind represents the confluence of cultures in Macau.
I think it's really important to understand that the Portuguese colonial project was to marry locally. When they arrived in Macau, they brought with them wives and servants from Goa, from Malacca, from Japan. People bring with them their own culinary knowledge. My own first landing in Macau 450 years after the Portuguese was on my birthday in June 1989. I was actually a restaurant critic, and this friend said, you really should go to this restaurant, it's really exciting, it's Macanese food. And I had never heard of Macanese food at that juncture. It's the aroma that hits you first. Curry, made with Goan spices, rises to mingle with the subtle fragrance of chopped Chinese herbs and the rich fragrance of balichão. The first book I ever wrote in 1994 was about Macau, and I've been writing about Macau ever since. Hey, Otilia. Hey.
Hi, Annabel.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Otilia is a great friend of mine, and she's a chef who's been helping me with my research.
Shall we go to get some tamarind?
Fantastic. I wonder whether a more helpful way to define Macanese cuisine is to see Macanese cuisine as a product of the domestic kitchen, cooked by different women of different nationalities with different culinary backgrounds.
We have the block tamarind, but today we are looking for the fresh one.
I've never worked with the fresh one before.
This is the one. This variety, this look a little bit like more meaty, yeah, a little bit more round.
Perfect.
So let's go.
I was fortunate enough to be given an anthology of Macanese recipes. There's one recipe here for porco balichão tamarinho, which for me is a quintessent Macanese dish. I guess we start with the tamarind.
When I was a kid, this is the fun part, I would say. Traditionally, the balichão is using the little shrimp, some herbs, and then Chinese wine. So one time, one of the chefs were preparing the sopa de la casa.
Yes, yes.
And I saw him using shrimp paste to replace the little shrimp. So that gave me a click. So this become my take of the balichão.
Hybrid cuisines like Macanese, by definition, are based on substitution and what's readily available.
Traditionally, we will use pork belly, but now people is more health consuming, so I will use the pork collar to replace, and the fats and the meat balance is perfect. I think making Macanese cuisine, it means to let it breathe, to change, to absorb the new influences around.
It's really an inspired dish, isn't it?
Yes, without the evolution, it will never be born, and without adaptation, it will risk fading away.
Cuisine is a cultural product. By definition, it will always evolve because people and society never ever stand still. The paradox is, yes, how do we preserve a cuisine but also allow it to develop in its own way?